Welcome to Audiobooks A31. Today, we begin one of the most inspiring journeys ever told. A timeless story about success, opportunity, purpose, and discovering the hidden treasures already present in our lives. This audiobook is inspired by Acres of Diamonds by Russell H. Conwell, a classic that has transformed the way millions of people think about wealth and opportunity. Sit back, relax, and prepare to discover why the greatest opportunities in life are often much closer than we realize. Many people spend their entire lives searching for success in distant places. They believe happiness exists somewhere else. They believe wealth belongs to someone else. They dream of a different city, a different country, a different career, or a different life. They constantly tell themselves that if only they had more money, better connections, or greater opportunities, everything would change. But one of life's greatest truths is that opportunity rarely begins somewhere far away. More often than not, it begins exactly where you are standing today. The story of Acres of Diamonds teaches us that many people leave behind the very opportunities that could have changed their lives forever because they become convinced that success must exist somewhere else. This belief has caused countless dreams to remain unrealized. Every day, people overlook the talents they already possess. They ignore the relationships around them. They underestimate the value of their own knowledge and experience. They fail to recognize the incredible possibilities hidden within ordinary moments. Yet history repeatedly shows that extraordinary success often grows from ordinary beginnings. Every great business once started with a single idea. Every successful person once faced uncertainty. Every remarkable achievement began when someone decided to believe in the value of what they already had. Russell Conwell believed that each person is surrounded by opportunities waiting to be discovered. The problem is not that opportunities are rare. The problem is that most people fail to recognize them. They spend too much time looking beyond the horizon while ignoring the treasures beneath their own feet. Imagine a farmer who owns a beautiful piece of land. One day he hears stories about distant countries filled with diamonds. He becomes convinced that true wealth can only be found somewhere else. Filled with excitement, he sells his farm and spends years traveling across the world searching for riches. He crosses mountains, deserts, rivers, and oceans. He sacrifices everything in pursuit of a dream that always seems just out of reach. Yet despite all his effort, he never discovers the fortune he imagined. Eventually, exhausted and disappointed, he realizes that his endless search has brought him nothing but regret. Meanwhile, the person who purchased his old farm makes an astonishing discovery. While working near a small stream on the property, he notices a strange stone shining in the sunlight. Curious, he examines it more closely. It turns out to be a diamond. Further exploration reveals that the entire property is filled with precious diamonds. The farmer had unknowingly lived on one of the richest diamond fields ever discovered. This simple story carries a powerful message. Many of us are like that farmer. We believe our future depends on finding something completely different from what we already possess. We overlook our abilities because they seem ordinary to us. We ignore opportunities because they do not appear glamorous. We fail to appreciate our education, our experiences, our families, our communities, and our daily work because we assume true success must exist somewhere else. But what if your greatest opportunity is already in your life? What if the business idea you've been searching for grows out of a problem you face every day? What if your greatest talent is something you consider so natural that you fail to recognize its value? Success often begins with changing the way we see our surroundings. Instead of asking, "Where can I find opportunity?" ask yourself, "What opportunities already exist around me?" This simple question changes everything. Suddenly problems become possibilities. Challenges become lessons. Everyday conversations become valuable connections. Small ideas become the seeds of future success. Another important lesson from the story is the importance of serving others. Opportunities often appear when we focus on solving problems for people rather than simply making money. Every successful entrepreneur identifies a need and creates a solution. Every meaningful invention improves someone's life. Every respected leader earns trust by serving others with honesty and dedication. Money is usually the result of value created, not the starting point. The more value you provide, the more opportunities naturally appear. Many people believe they need extraordinary talent before they can achieve extraordinary success. But success is rarely determined by talent alone. It is built through consistency, curiosity, and the willingness to improve every single day. Small improvements may seem insignificant at first, but over time, they create remarkable transformation. A single new skill can change a career. One meaningful conversation can create a life-changing partnership. One courageous decision can alter your future forever. Never underestimate the power of beginning with what you already have. Great achievements do not require perfect conditions. They require action. The greatest obstacle standing between most people and success is not lack of opportunity, but lack of awareness. We become so focused on what we don't have that we fail to recognize what we do have. Gratitude changes this perspective. A grateful mind begins noticing possibilities everywhere. It sees resources where others see limitations. It discovers potential where others see ordinary routines. Every day presents new opportunities disguised as simple responsibilities. Every challenge carries within it the seed of growth. Every disappointment contains a lesson preparing you for something greater. If you learn to recognize these hidden diamonds in your own life, you will discover that success has been closer than you ever imagined. Your future does not begin somewhere far away. It begins with the choices you make today, the people you already know, the skills you continue developing, and the opportunities waiting quietly around you. Before searching for diamonds in distant places, first explore the ground beneath your own feet, because the greatest treasure may already be there, waiting patiently for you to discover it. As we continue this inspiring journey, the greatest lesson becomes even clearer. Opportunity is not something reserved for a fortunate few. It is available to everyone who learns to recognize it. The difference between successful people and those who remain stuck is often not intelligence, education, or luck. The difference is perspective. Successful people train themselves to see possibilities where others see problems. They understand that every difficulty carries the seed of a future opportunity. Instead of complaining about obstacles, they ask themselves what they can learn and how they can grow stronger because of them. This mindset transforms ordinary situations into extraordinary possibilities. Russell Conwell believed that every community, every neighborhood, every workplace, and every family contains hidden opportunities waiting to be discovered. We often become so familiar with our surroundings that we stop appreciating their value. We assume that because something is common, it cannot be valuable. Yet many of the world's greatest businesses were created by solving everyday problems. Someone noticed an inconvenience that everyone else ignored. Someone chose to improve an ordinary process. Someone believed that even a small improvement could make a meaningful difference. That decision created success. Another important lesson is that success belongs to those who serve others. The people who make the greatest impact are not always those who chase money. They are the people who dedicate themselves to helping others solve problems. Every satisfied customer, every grateful client, every improved life becomes proof that value always creates opportunity. Wealth is often the natural result of service, honesty, and dedication. When your work genuinely helps people, success follows as a reward rather than a goal. This principle has remained true throughout history and continues to guide successful people today. Another powerful truth is that excuses quietly steal our future. It is easy to blame circumstances, lack of resources, or difficult situations for our lack of progress. But every excuse keeps us standing still while life continues moving forward. Successful people refuse to let excuses control their future. They begin with what they have. They use the knowledge they possess. They improve the skills they already own. They take one small step forward every single day. These small actions eventually become extraordinary achievements. Never underestimate the power of consistency. A small improvement repeated every day becomes a remarkable transformation over time. One page read each day becomes dozens of books completed every year. One new skill practiced consistently becomes expertise. One kind act repeated regularly builds lasting relationships. Success is rarely created by one dramatic event. It is built through countless small decisions made with discipline and purpose. Another lesson from Acres of Diamonds is the importance of gratitude. Gratitude changes the way we see the world. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we begin appreciating what we already possess. A grateful heart notices opportunities that a complaining mind can never see. Gratitude creates optimism, and optimism creates action. When people believe better things are possible, they begin taking steps toward a better future. They stop waiting for perfect circumstances and begin improving the circumstances they already have. This shift in thinking changes everything. The story also reminds us that comparison is one of the greatest enemies of happiness. Many people spend their lives comparing themselves to others. They compare their income, careers, homes, and achievements. But comparison steals confidence and distracts us from our own purpose. Every person's journey is different. Every opportunity arrives at its own time. Instead of competing with others, compete with the person you were yesterday. Focus on becoming wiser, stronger, kinder, and more capable every single day. Progress, not perfection, is the true measure of success. Another timeless lesson is that courage always comes before confidence. Many people believe they must feel confident before taking action. In reality, confidence grows after action. Every challenge you overcome increases your belief in yourself. Every fear you face becomes smaller. Every success begins with one courageous decision to move forward, despite uncertainty. Never wait until fear disappears. Begin anyway. Courage grows with every step you take. As this journey comes to an end, remember the most important message of all. The diamonds you seek may already exist within your own life. They may be hidden inside your talents, your experiences, your relationships, your community, or your daily work. Stop searching for opportunities only in distant places. Begin exploring the possibilities already surrounding you. Look at your life with fresh eyes. Ask better questions. Stay curious. Continue learning. Serve others with excellence. Work with honesty. Build your future one decision at a time. Great opportunities rarely arrive with loud announcements. They often appear quietly, disguised as ordinary responsibilities waiting for extraordinary people to recognize them. Your greatest success may begin the moment you decide to appreciate where you are, use what you have, and become the very best version of yourself. That is the timeless wisdom inspired by acres of diamonds. True wealth is not found by endlessly searching somewhere else. It is discovered by recognizing and developing the priceless opportunities already placed within your reach. Thank you for listening to Audiobooks 831 Part. We hope this audiobook-inspired journey encourages you to discover the hidden opportunities already present in your life. Remember, your greatest treasure may not be waiting in another city or another country. It may already be beneath your feet, waiting to be recognized. If you enjoyed this audiobook, please like this video, subscribe to Audiobooks 831 Pause, and share it with someone who is striving to build a better future. Your support helps us continue bringing timeless books and life-changing wisdom to audiences around the world. Until next time, keep learning, keep believing, and never stop searching for the diamonds already hidden within your own life. See you in the next audiobook on Audiobooks 831.